Karen, Natalie, we are at the corner of Brevard and Dinkins, just off of Hain Boulevard here in New Orleans East. This is where somebody shot and wounded Sergeant Delaney Jordan in what the NOPD called an attempted armed robbery with a gun. Neighbors say it's a sad day for the Little Woods community. Tuesday night, shortly before 11:30, Delaney Jordan, a sergeant with the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office, was visiting his parents in the 7800 block of Brevard Avenue when he was shot and wounded in the back. A woman who lives nearby told us off camera she passed the crime scene shortly after the shooting.
We saw a guy laying on the ground, shot, and we asked him what happened. He said somebody was trying to rob him.
Who was trying to take his car?
Carjack him.
Eyewitness News obtained security camera video of the encounter. Sergeant Jordan is sitting in his parked car with the engine running when a vehicle passes his car and makes the block. That vehicle returned a short time later. Someone appears to get out of the passenger side and confronts Jordan. There was a brief confrontation. Then you see Jordan run out of his car and fall to the ground. The shooter then gets back in his vehicle and the suspect car speeds away. Neighbor Ace Haynes said he heard about 5 shots.
We don't know what happened, but at this point, it's just, essentially shooting.
Neighbor James Barganier said the amount of gunfire makes him very uncomfortable.
I've been here for 43 years. It's gotten worse, and I'm not proud of the neighborhood.
Police did not immediately provide a description or name any suspects. Sheriff Marlon Guzman issued a statement. He said violence in our city touches everyone, even members of our law enforcement community. Our thoughts and prayers are with Sergeant Jordan and his family. Now, the NOPD notes that shootings are actually down by about 50% here in the 7th Police District. And Sergeant Jordan, we're told, is being treated for his injuries at the University Medical Center in New Orleans.